What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Leonard. We're gonna get into it, man, with another sketchbook tour. We're gonna get into it with another sketchbook tour. Let's kind of, man, see what we can do. If y'all could see this setup, it's jerry rigged, bro. So just bear with me, man. I'm trying a new setup out for my sketchbook tours. So let's do it. I've been sitting on this sketchbook for at least a month. We'll see when I flip to the back page here. Chill. Man, you trying to skip to the good part. Chill out, bro. Come on, man. I don't even know what was on the last page. It could be bullshit, but come on, let's get to it. On this first page, man, what we got here is a fire hydrant. This is from Pinterest. Let's get something out the way right now. I am not selling these things. This is a sketchbook for my personal enjoyment. I'm just sharing it with the world, bro. So if you see anything in here and you think that's from Pinterest, unashamedly, it is from Pinterest. I just drew it again because I liked the way it looked and I wanted to see if I could like the way that I drew it in my sketchbook. So with that out the way, a lot of this is from Pinterest. If something is a Leonard original from the big old Leonard noggin, then I'll let y'all know. None of this is a Leonard original. Let's move on. Let's do spreads. I think I have some spreads in here. Most of these are disjointed. I think this penguin is a Leonard original. And this rock might be, but this water is not. This face is. Anywho, these are fun. This is actually this same desk setup when I was studying for my MCAT. This is how it would look every day with my computer here. Coffee cup, which is like a shelf. And then these are like records up here. It's a bunch of records. They aren't mine, they're my father's. Okay. This thing here, hourglass, man, is cool. Got this nice, cool hand with this eye on it. I love drawing hands with eyes on them. I just like it. I think it's really interesting. I think it's such a fun subject to draw. Got like a stone head from Egghead Island. He's smoking something. This is really cool. So I like this page a lot. Is this done with Copics? No, this is just water markers, I think. I didn't have Copics. This is water markers and, damn, Prismacolor, I think. This skin is definitely Prismacolor. I really like this page because it's just kind of creative. It's much more creative than my typical sketchbook, I would say. These hands are supposed to be like their guns as they do this sort of like gun standoff, this Western standoff. And she has... I think she's using this gun and he's using this gun. So, anywho, and they're shooting at each other in this standoff. And then, oh, hidden dragon. Ah, what you would never expect. Anywho, I didn't know what to draw there, so I just drew a dragon. I like this page a lot. It's just me practicing foliage. I was practicing different ways to draw foliage and rocks. So yeah. Same thing over here, foliage and rocks, or foliage, just foliage and tree trunks. I thought this idea of a walking city would be really cool, but quite frankly, it's too complex for me to explore right now. This is sort of like an Atlas figure carrying the world on his shoulder type of thing. I don't think that's how I felt that day. I just felt like drawing that. And then I love drawing penguins. I haven't drawn a penguin in a long time, but this is a boxing penguin. I actually love this boxing penguin. He looks really cool. These watercolor markers that I use, they work really well on this paper. I need to bring them back. And then here's another perspective drawing that I did or tried to do. Whatever, varying levels of success. But yeah, this guy's really cool. He says, "Bring him out." Knock this guy out. Blah. This is supposed to be Maki from JJK, but I gave up halfway through, I think. I don't care about this page. This page is really fun and cool and interesting. I think these are from Pinterest, but I don't really care. I just like them a lot. I just think I executed well with the markers that I used. Are these Copics? No, I think these are still water. Oh, these might be Copics. No, I think these are still watercolor markers. Okay. This was fun. This is me exploring more ideas for these mechanical city walking legs. I was still into this mechanical walking city idea. And I think I tried to execute it on this next page with watercolor, and I hated it. New shit, hated it. I heard your new shit, nigga, hated it. You know what I'm talking about? Paid a lot, you get paid a bit.
Get paid a lot, you get paid a bit.
Anyways, so yeah, yeah, I didn't execute this well. It's supposed to be a walking city. I just don't like it. This is all from JJK. These are Hana's or angels, like curse technique apparitions. This sounds like gibbledygook if you don't watch JJK or read the manga. But I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm a Gege Akutami apologist all day, every day. So love him so much. Toto. Yeah, man. Just scenes from JJK. Hopefully this is not a spoiler in anybody. This is really cool. I like this tape recorder a lot. Some more JJK stuff. This is supposed to be Gojo, but I forgot to give him a neck, so he kind of looks like Jim from The Office. And it really makes me mad because the rest of this page is really good, in my opinion, especially for my skill level at the time. Some more rocks and foliage, man. Just practicing rocks and foliage. I was really on a rocks and foliage kick. And I wanted to do it in grayscale. I just got these Tombow grayscale markers, so this is really nice. I like this a lot. So, so what do we? So let's see. We have this van here, literally. What do we? This mushroom. This is from Pinterest. This is a baobab tree, maybe from Pinterest. This is 100%. That's upside down for y'all. This is 100% Leonard original. Perspective. God save America. I don't know, bro. What the freak? What the flip? Goldfish. This is from Pinterest. I just think I executed it really well. This is me practicing shape and form. Oh, I was trying to write down where I was every time I did a sketch, but I gave up. Or at least I gave up my new sketchbook. I think I did it in this one. This was at a hookah bar called Arabian Night. This was literally what Arabian Night looked like. I'm really proud of this drawing because I drew it on the scene in the real life, as the kids say, IRL, literally. Then I drew this little bear. I was inspired by the Adventure Time bears, but I didn't look at an Adventure Time bear when I drew it, so I drew it from Leonard original-ish. These are from Pinterest, but also these little characters are Leonard originals, inspired by other people's artwork for sure. I'm sure you've seen other people do these little characters before. I love this page. I think I executed really well. Some more perspective drawings. I was inspired by the last Coffee Bean on YouTube yet again. She did a kitchen scene. Hers was very cluttered and super cool and had color. I was like, I can't do all that shit. I can't do all that stuff. So we just gonna do this. And then this is 100% drawings from Pinterest. I remember doing this page and saying, you know what? I don't care. I feel like having some fun with my art. Everything I do is gonna be from Pinterest on this sketchbook or on this page. And it was. Also from Pinterest, I love this page. I love it a lot, actually. It's quite nice, isn't it? Wouldn't you agree? Thank you. I think this is when I got, not just when I got paint markers, but when I got back into using paint markers. So, very cool there. These are some bad people from Pinterest. These are some fish I was drawing. I drew these, I like these a lot. These are all originals from my friends and I. We went to a coffee bar. A coffee bar in Houston, Wild Coffee Bar. I drew the bush with the hay. Everybody else's. I don't know who drew this lily pad, but it's pretty good. I think Grant drew this. Anywho, stuff that we drew at a coffee shop. I like giving my friends the opportunity, if they feel like it, to draw in my sketchbook when we're together. That's a fun memory, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a visual journal. So I was at a coffee shop when this happened. I remember that me and my friends were drawing this. I know who was there and what we were doing, even if I don't remember who drew what except for me. Pinterest, 100% Leonard original. I love this one, bro. I love it, and let me tell you why. Because this is 100% Leonard original. I was inspired by, what's that movie called? Rango. I hadn't watched it. I think I just saw a picture of it. And I did an acrylic wash in the back. And that's why I like this one so much, because this acrylic wash really stands out with these paint markers. I need to get back to this, but I don't have a mixed media sketchbook right now. Spoiler alert. I'm working in this sketchbook number 4. Y'all want to see? Ha! Psych! I hadn't filled that far yet. Yeah, so acrylic wash. That's anywho. What I brought up the sketchbook to say that the paper's thin. This paper is a mixed media sketchbook. It's a master's touch mixed media sketchbook. So the paper was nice enough to do an acrylic wash on, and it came out really nice. I think I just really love this. It's an acrylic wash with some Prismacolor and paint markers. Acrylic paint markers. I was in my watercolor bag here. Yeah, watercolor bag. It's cool. I like it. This is a bag of oregano, it seems. I don't know, guys. Anywho. Then we got this thing here. Little shadow guy. Little shadow bat guy. Probably from Pinterest. Definitely from Pinterest, actually. I never finished this. It just says midnight. This is some... I did this at Fellowship Coffee. It's a coffee shop near my house. Don't find me and look me up. There better be other Fellowship Coffees in the universe. Anywho, and then this is what is this? Oh, this is from Pinterest. This is some beetle, bro. Some beetle thing. I don't know. I was trying to give a detailed explanation. I couldn't. Some more foliage, Leonard Original, another Leonard Original. This is done with watercolor. I really dislike it. The colors are all weird. It doesn't make sense. You can't tell what's the foreground and what's the background based on the colors. I hate it. This is an acrylic painting I did. I like this because I never do acrylic paintings, and this is my start into getting into landscapes. And you know what, bro? After this, no, we'll do it right now. Pause. Everybody remember where we're at. Because this is my start of doing land. You know what? No, we're not going to pause. We'll do my gouache sketchbook tour at the end. It's not done, but I want to show you all the gouache I've been doing because these landscapes, this is like my first instance of me trying to do colored landscapes and having it turn out decent. And I have a couple decent ones in here that I want to show y'all in gouache. Quick side note, whenever I heard that other people were using gouache on YouTube, I was like, oh my God, they're such an artist. Gouache, acrylic gouache, these guys are artists. What the heck? Something about the sound of gouache, La Fantasma, something about the sound of gouache is just so artsy and artistic, it makes me intimidated. These are where I got my Copic paint markers, and I said I have to do JJK because I always see people do anime fan art in Copic paint. I never use them for anime fan art now, but I always see people do anime fan art in Copic paint markers, and it turns out so nice. Wait, these are not Copics. I've been saying Copics this whole time. These are Ohuhus, baby. I got some Ohuhus. Became one of the Ohuhu guys, man. The Ohuhu peoples. So y'all know the vibes, man. Dagon, JJK, Mahito, JJK. I think the reason I haven't done more anime fan art is because there's not enough media for JJK for me to pick from. Like, there's tons of comic or manga for me to pick from for JJK, but there's only 2 seasons of the anime, so I need to draw something from the second season, but the second season has such a different art style that it's really difficult for me to draw. It's not better or worse. I actually like it a lot, but it's just difficult. Little robot on the back side of these Copic Ohuhu marker bleed throughs. So there's that. And then I wanted to take this and expand upon it, so I drew this little robot guy. This is also in Ohuhu markers. You're going to see a lot of Ohuhu markers. This is for my fantasy world. Sorry, I'm touching the mic. This is for my fantasy world that is dedicated to my late friend, Kyle Daniel. I'm going to shout him out every time because that's my dog. Like, literally, bro. And this is called the Svartan Desert Plateau. It's somewhere in my world. I haven't drawn a map for this fantasy world yet, but I assume that some creatures have lived in this plateau for a while. Maybe it's dwarven. It sounds kind of dwarven, but who knows? Maybe I'll flip the script and it'll make it totally different and make it like reptilian people who live here or something. I don't know. Dragon Mouse, straight from Pinterest. I think this might have been from Pinterest too, but it was a real scene. So this is my take on a real scene. And then this is the Borg, which both of these are my fantasy world. This is from Pinterest. I adapted it, turned to my fantasy world. I called it a draconic desert mouse. In my mind, this draconic desert mouse lives on this Spartan desert plateau somewhere. So I think I think I do have draconic peoples living here, even though I call it Svarten, Svarten. So let's take a breather. This is the Borg. The Borg is an ancient beast. You see it's much bigger than a person here. He's like, oh, it's an ancient beast that has lived in the sort of desert or in the swamps of wherever the freak in this fantasy world that I have, and it stalks around at night, perhaps because of this sort of like anglerfish type light on its head. It lives in an area of the world that is perpetually dark. You know, it lives in a perpetually dark swamp, or maybe it just only comes out at night. I don't know. Really interesting to me. I think that's a really interesting creature that I came up with, the Borg. He just looks intimidating and menacing, and he's got this poison tail for battling other giant creatures. Pinterest tree. I like this page because of the colors. I called this guy Battlebug. If you know Invincible and Battle Beast, that's where I got the name from. You can see he's got a bunch of like axes and stuff sticking out of his back. He's just a sentient bug that seeks out battle. Period. He wanders the verse. He's big as hell. He seeks out battle. This is a turtle bear. Mother turtle bear guarding its eggs. Fantasy world, it exists. Whatever. This is something that my brother inspired me to do, man. I don't smoke cigarettes. I just like them as a subject matter. My brother never plans out his artwork. I don't either, but he just kind of like paints, right? Like he just paints things on a page without like drawing any guidelines or anything when he's doing a face. So I said, man, I'm gonna do that. So that's exactly what I did here. My brother inspired me to do this. This is done in acrylic and acrylic paint markers. I did an acrylic wash and then did paint markers over it. And those are just Master's Touch paint markers. These are some more acrylic paintings. This is... Let me know if you can tell what this scene is in the comments. Meh. These are ahoo-hoos. Ahoo-hoos. So yeah, I like these a lot. This is from Pinterest. This is a creature that is in my fantasy world. I don't like it, so I'm not going to dwell on it. This is a Galapagos iguana, I think. I actually saw these in real life, in person when I went to the Galapagos. They're really cool looking, and they're marine iguanas. This is from Pinterest, although I think I took some liberties with the color. And it's done in pen and... Man, what is this? Pen and... Ahoo. I keep forgetting the name of ahoo-hoos, but I don't know why. You just set them on my desk. And then the paint marker, or the paint marker, the pen that I use is some Japanese pen that I get off Amazon. Let's see here. I always wonder why people do this. I guess it works. This is what they look like. I can read Japanese, but I can't read kanji, so I don't know the brand. Anywho. Regular black pen, man, that I get from Amazon. I got this little wizard character here, and then it looks like this dragon is sitting on top of his hat, but he's not. I drew the dragon first, and then I drew him underneath it, because if you'll notice, the hat cuts off here, and it's supposed to like do that. This is a wasp moose, probably your worst nightmare, right? Like, I don't know if y'all know how big moose are, but they're a lot bigger than you think they are. I want to say they're like 7 foot at the shoulder. The biggest ones can be. And so this is a fictional crossover of a wasp moose that lives in my fantasy world, done with ahoo-hoos and pen. And this is also done with ahoo-hoos and pen. It's just an onion, red onion. If you couldn't tell it was a red onion, I really failed. Also done with ahoo-hoos. This is not from Pinterest, surprisingly. The pose of this guy is from Pinterest, but really just a reference. The reference for this is a sorting hat, obviously. And in my mind, this is a fantasy character going through my fantasy world. And either he lives in this swamp or he's traversing through this swamp and he's looking for something. I don't know what he's looking for, but he's looking for something. He's taking a rest here, sort of catching his breath. This is done in pen and ahoo-hoo markers. These two are from Pinterest. This is mine. This is ripped straight from Pinterest. I love my execution of it though. Also ripped straight from Pinterest. Love my execution of it. Took some liberties with the color of both of these, I think. And I love the cloud in this one. It's so perfect. This is me trying to do perspective, freehand, marginal success. I think his torso should have been smaller and his feet should have been bigger. No, his torso should have been larger and his feet should have been further in, because he just looks kind of squished and weird and bent over. This is supposed to be a dragon I did for a contest I was trying to do, but I never entered it because I was really scared, and the dragon is not the main focus point of this. So I didn't think it would win the contest, which was to draw a dragon. So I should have submitted it. This guy is a plant figure I did in pen. It says plants will rain. He's like some plant villain. This is something I was inspired from by a Studio Ghibli film. I can't remember why, but he's like some sort of plant golem, maybe. I don't know. And this is just a bird. I really love this bird. I did it in paint markers. This is done in paint markers. This is done in pen. Hate it. Not even going to talk about it. This was inspired by Elden Ring. I love this. Pretty much a Leonard original. I think this is also a Leonard original. These are both in my fantasy world. In my mind, he's some sort of fortune teller or seer. So, who knows? This guy is supposed to be like Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat with the guy with the hat. But no, I didn't really do a good job. It's supposed to be like futuristic Liu Kang, where his hat is like a laser hat and he throws it at people. Marginal success. It's paint markers and a hoo-hoo markers. And then this guy is a little mini wizard who lives in a giant skull. Wait, is he a mini wizard or does he live in a giant skull? I don't know. This girl was supposed to be a regular anime girl, but also I spilled coffee on the sketchbook. Really? No, I didn't spill anything. Stuff. Finn, my cat, spilled it. This is supposed to be a regular anime girl, but I drew her really buff and strong. So then I was like, damn, I gotta make that work somehow. So then I drew her working out. So she's just a buff anime girl. This is supposed to be an anime guy in paint markers. I actually like him. I didn't have a reference for this, so. Tree, working on foliage again. Random page from Pinterest. Obviously, this is Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is Meruem from Hunter x Hunter. Supposed to be Sukuna, but again, he looks like an Office character. Whenever I draw a JJK, it just end up looking like Office characters. This is obviously a JJK reference if you've read far enough into the manga. I'm not going to say any more than that. This is JJK, Sukuna. I love this actually in pencil. I need to draw more in pencil, but you see over time it gets smudged, so I prefer not to draw in it. But I need to draw more in pencil. I think I could do a lot of good in pencil because I usually draw in pen. So I think if I have the option to erase, I could produce something pretty decent. I think all of this in pencil on here is not bad, honestly. I think if I had done it in pen, it would be a lot worse. Drawing some more stuff. This is a Luffy fist, if you can't tell. Again, another JJK reference. JJK has such cool hand poses, right? These like martial arts kind of like we're facing off, standing off against each other, like about to strike. It's so cool. And you just get this urgency from it. You get the urgency that this hand is about to do something, like it's about to strike. And I love that about Jujutsu Kaisen, man. I love that about Jujutsu Kaisen. This is a cool jester from Pinterest. I think this guy is 100% Leonard original, which is cool. Pinterest. These are in Prismacolor. I brought it back for a second. Just practicing on shape and form, I think, and shadow. Eyes, I didn't know what to draw. I think I was going through an art block phase here. This is inspired by Maharaga from Jujutsu Kaisen. You know, I said I usually draw better in pencil. This is supposed to be Sukuna or Megumi Kuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. Spoiler. I say after I spoiled it. For all 7 people that watch this, I'm sorry. This is a plant lady I drew in paint markers. I really like this. I think this is my first paint marker drawings when I got these Artex paint markers over here. So I really like these actually. Yeah, this is when I got my Artex paint markers. This is supposed to be Ghetto. I hate these. He looks like Meat Boy. I hate him so much. Yeah, this is when I got paint markers. I took some notes over here as Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. Love this. Love it. I just love this scene, right? This cobblestone fading off into the distance, this tree line here. This is done in acrylic paint markers. I like these two hands. I never draw hands together, so I like the fact that I did hands together. Some perspective practice, some figure practice. Sukuna from JJK. If you can tell who this is, you watch a lot of anime. Some Pinterest stuff, some Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. I drew a lot of anime stuff here, in paint markers and in some Ahuhu. Yeah, just some stuff. This is Tengen from Jujutsu Kaisen, from an unofficial Gege Akutami artwork. That's the author of Jujutsu Kaisen, for those who don't know. Takaba from Jujutsu Kaisen. I think this is Shisui from Naruto. Luffy, Reggie Star, but his face came out really funny. And Neferpito from Hunter x Hunter. Rock Lee, obviously. I love Rock Lee. He has such cool poses because he's a martial artist. So, like the martial artist, the taijutsu specialist in Naruto. Anywho. Pinterest. This is supposed to be Hikari, but it's whack. This is supposed to be Gojo. Doesn't look like him, but the figure's not bad. I like this because of the movement of the hammer. I like this also because of the movement of the hammer, and this is from Destiny. I was playing a lot of Destiny at the time, man. I miss Destiny. Some more fan art of stuff from Jujutsu Kaisen in pen with varying levels of success. I like this page a lot. This is a lot of captures I did from Jujutsu Kaisen manga in pen. This is Ryu. Forgot her name. She's from the 5, whatever the freaks. And this is Yuta. Portraits from Pinterest that I did. More Ryu Ishigori. Man, what's her name? Can't remember. I'm not going to waste time. This is Rika. Rika's punching Ryu here. You see the fist and it's connecting with that face. And this is the follow through of that punch. That like, woof, right? She's like, boom. So I love this because I feel like it shows the motion of it. This is a Kuroshi. Cockroach Cursed Spirit from Jujutsu Kaisen. This is from Jujutsu Kaisen. This is from Jujutsu Kaisen. I actually like this. This turned out really well if you know what you're looking at. I'm not going to spoil it, but this is a Cursed Spirit. This is Tengen. This one turned out well. This Kuroshi turned out really well too. Yeah, this is nothing but Jujutsu Kaisen. I think this is when Yuki Tsukumo is getting like dang. Well, at this point, you're watching spoilers. This is when Yuki Tsukumo is getting crushed by Kenjaku Domain, bro. I think that's what that was supposed to be. I love this page here. You can't really tell what's going on in some of these frames, but you have an eye here, right? Eye here, eye here, Choso here, and then like the back of somebody jumping into the frame with his arms like this. This is Choso doing a supernova in the Kenjaku fight. Got some Maki fan art. This is decent Sukuna art. This is a good Kogane from the Culling Games. This is supposed to be Sukuna when he's like, the moment's too specific, I can't explain it, but I know the moment. This is Yuki, no. What's her name? Tsukimi? Tsukumi? Megumi's sister. Prison Realm. I like this spread just because I love Jujutsu Kaisen. And the final spread is just some hands, man. I know I hyped this final spread up. I'm so sorry. I forgot what was even on it. I told y'all that though. So anywho, man, small gouache tour. I haven't filled this out at all yet. I only have like 6 or 7 pages. This first one is a bush. You can't really tell, but I was just getting used to these gouache acrylic paints. I only have 5 colors, by the way. These are the 5 colors I have. I have scarlet, black. I have scarlet, jet black, titanium white. I love titanium white. Ultramarine blue and lemon yellow. I love lemon yellow. These are some of my favorite colors. And these are pretty expensive at like $7 a tube. So I only had the money to get 5 at the time, or really my grandparents were buying me them, but I don't like to have them spend a lot of money on me if I can. So I only had them buy me 5 because they really wanted to buy me some art supplies. This is me getting used to the paints. Sorry, I touched the mic. This is me getting used to the paints. So I'm like, okay, I'm all right. These are cool. I tried to do a bush. Then I tried to do a little roach who lives underneath the mushroom. Still learning. Tried to do a wash here. This is a watercolor notebook, by the way. I don't even know the brand. So anywho, like, okay, like it's legible. You can see what it is. It's like cute, I guess. But I did a landscape next time, and I love this. I love this. Keep in mind, right? I don't have a brown. I don't have a green. I don't have any straight color you see here. So this is me color mixing and painting a landscape from an image. And I love the way this turned out, man. This is an image from Pinterest, and for me, man, this is such a successful landscape. I love it. Then I wanted to draw and try to practice painting something that was glowing in the dark. So I do a little cartoony firefly. Marginal success. I'm not mad at it. It's cool. The eye is fun. Love this landscape. Went back to landscapes here. I think the sky's a little bit too dark, and I think that there should be another tree or some more foliage back here. Here and here, maybe there should be more foliage, and maybe the sky should just be poking through here. The sky is also a little bit too dark. The water is lighter than the sky. And the reflection is difficult to do in the water, but overall, I'm really happy with this. I just critiqued it, but I love the way this turned out, quite frankly. And then I just did this little guy here, nothing crazy. A flower vase, nothing crazy. And a little like house scene. So, and that's it, I think. I still have a lot to go in here with this acrylic gouache sketchbook that I have now, but I wanted to show y'all. See y'all later, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning into the sketchbook tour. I will see y'all next time, man. Peace out.